Hey there, guys. So I got a message from one of you last week, and you were asking me for some help, and you gave me a bit about your backstory, and you talked a lot about cooking shows that you enjoy watching, and you say that you enjoy watching the cooking shows because it shows the things that you want most, and it gives you a sense of satiation. It gives you a sense that uh, you're getting the things that you want, even though you're not physically able to eat the things. And I mean, this got me thinking. People with eating disorders, from what I've seen, based in going to inpatient treatment, outpatient treatment, you see that a lot of them do watch a lot of cooking shows, or they become obsessed with recipe books. And I mean, it's sort of inevitable, really, because if you aren't able to eat, you're going to try and do the next best thing, which is to try and fantasize about eating. And why do that in your head when you've got all of these cooking shows available for you? So, I mean, it is something that is very obvious to do. But I do, based on my own personal experience, I have to say it is a bit of a hindrance on your recovery. And I mean, the reason for this is because if you are going to fantasize about food in this way, but you're not going to physically do anything about it, by actually preparing the food, um, it's not that good in terms of developing the relationship with food again, because you're not physically trying to do anything to change your behaviors. You're just, having everything in your head. And I mean, this really didn't help me. And I mean, my dad often said that I watch a lot of cooking shows. I mean, on our Sky Plus box, I was recording a lot of things to do with cooking, but I wasn't eating. And after I stopped watching them and just tried to focus on my own recovery and just focus on the things that I enjoyed eating, I found it was a lot easier. And I did a bit of research into this, and I mean, there are some ideas that if you watch people preparing food, or if you even hear someone chewing, it gives you a sense of satiation. It gives you a sense of contentness, and so it can ward off the hunger for some time. Now, please don't try this just because I'm saying it. This is a pro recovery page, but I'm saying it because I want to highlight the fact that this is the reason why you're probably doing it, and it's the reason why you should probably stop doing it. Because if you are getting this sense of satiation, then you should push it to one side, because you should be focusing more on physical things that are actually going to help you on your road to recovery. And I mean, that's ultimately what you want at the end of the day. Now, if you are doing things to actively recover, but you also enjoy watching food TV shows or whatever, or even looking at recipes, but you are physically trying the recipes for yourself, then that's great, because it sort of shows that your relationship with food in the TV world is being compounded by what you're actually doing in the real world, and that's a really good thing. So that's what I do advise you to try and do. And if you are struggling to drop these things, which this person was when I spoke to him about it, then it's a very simple thing for you to just delete the recordings, or to not go on to the websites that you're watching the TV shows. And I mean, it just sort of, the reason why it's a lot easier is because you actively have to do something to try and seek them, rather than with eating disorders where you're negatively doing things. It's a lot easier not to do something than it is to actively try and do something. And I mean, if you are struggling, please do let me know about this, because I do know that it can be quite difficult, and I can try and help you in any way that I can. As ever, a classical thing is to just tell someone about it, and for them to do the deleting of the Sky Plus box, or to stop you from doing things. Because if you feel that it will help you, then you should do everything that you can to try and get better. Now, I mean, this was a very simple episode, but I do feel that it is quite an important thing to try and highlight because so many people with eating disorders are doing this, and they're probably not even thinking twice about it. So, I mean, I hope that you have found this helpful, and if you do have anything that you want to talk to me about, please feel free to contact me because I do get a lot of my ideas from videos from what you say rather than what you ask of me. So please feel free, and I'll happily try and get back to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. But for now, thanks for watching.